Hello out there, people, faithful listeners of movies, music, and middle age. We are back. Hello, Jordan. Hello, everyone.
Hello, our gentle listeners, and welcome.
You assume they're gentle? I guess that. I hope so. I mean, I don't think we have
I
aggressive.
I
This is
don't
not a
know. I
very
was trying to
aggressive inclined podcast.
no. I was trying to go for NPR-ish. Hello and welcome to another episode.
You just listened to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony in G minor. That was very exciting, don't you think so, Jordan? Okay, we're losing the thread here. Do you want to tell people what we're going to be talking? I would say listening. What we're going to be talking about today, Jordan?
We are talking about our top five favorite movie sequels.
Top five, backed by popular demand, our 37th episode of Top Five. Yes,
Top fives are fun. I gotta be honest. I really enjoy trying to put together a top five.
we should do a throw people for a loop and do like a top six and just have people with
That
OCD just
would
start freaking
that
out.
no
Top
wouldn't
seven,
work. Top four. If it was yeah.
top
Oof.
7.5 movies. We'll just talk about it for 2 seconds and then just in the middle of our discussion, just stop.
Yeah, that was the half one.
So, yes, as usual, subjective, right? Not highest grossing, not most influential, maybe to us, right? But just subjective. Are over the years top five favorite sequels of all time. I haven't talked about this with Jordan. He hasn't talked about it with me. I have no idea where this is going. I think I'd be shocked if you and I don't have at least one. I have an idea of which one I think is going to be on the list, which two might be on the list, but I think my other three are not going to be on your list. So I
I
am,
I would say the same. I think we have two.
yeah,
That's my
yeah,
guess right
I
off the
do.
bat.
Yeah, and one of them might have the number two in it, but we'll just stop there. All right. Do you want to take the honors or do you want me to go first with my
You
number
can go
five?
first.
Oh, look
Usually
at
it's
that.
me. I'm gonna let you go first.
I did not think you were going to take me up on that. Okay, so my number five top sequels, my personal favorite, and I don't think you're going to agree with me. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this one. Lost World, Jurassic Park from
Ooh,
1997. I,
ooh,
I, I
yeah,
think this is
no.
a darker, much darker movie than the first movie. I think, but I actually, I want to be careful about how I say this. I don't want to say that I think this is necessarily in quotes better than the first one, but I think in a weird way I enjoy this one more. I like if you haven't picked up, I like the darker stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow. Okay.
The f-
This came completely out
I
of
I
left
figured it would.
field. I
Yeah,
never would have
I didn't
expected this.
I didn't think you would have.
I think I've seen it once, and I was just
Really?
like, okay,
Did you see it in the movies or
yeah.
no?
No, no. I saw it. I mean, that for me, it was like Jurassic Park and then the other stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And then like the third
yeah.
one, I didn't even bother with that piece of
The
trash.
third one is pretty bad. I mean, this one is still directed by Spielberg. He was still involved. So it wasn't like
Well,
Jaws and then Jaws 2 where somebody else just did it, right? He was, I don't know. So here's what I think, right? Again, I don't want to argue because I'm not even trying to make this argument. I'm not saying this is better or the other one's better or worse or whatever. But I think the first one is a little more hopeful, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, they realize they made a mistake and, the people survived, a couple people died, but, it kind of ends on I don't know, maybe a hopeful note, right?
yes.
This one is just, they're trying to, I don't know, bring the dinosaurs back and put them into a park, right? The hunters, I don't know. I like the hunters too, all that stuff. And plus, I don't, do you probably don't remember if you've only seen it once, but maybe you do. There's this scene later in the movie where they're all trying to escape, basically, where everything turns to shit again, right? And there's a scene where the velociraptors are chasing them through the tall grass, but you don't see the raptors. It's like
You
this
just see the
8 foot
grass
high.
moving.
Yeah, it's like an 8 foot
Yeah,
high, but you can see them all. It's a high shot. It's probably about 30 feet up in the air, and they're all kind of converging, right, from like
I mean
three different
that's
corners.
yes, that
It's a pretty cool shot.
and rest in peace, Sam Neill, who wasn't in this movie. Like
Yes,
Dr.
R.I.P.
Grant,
Sam Neill, who was,
that's the
all kidding
word.
aside, a phenomenal actor and
Good
apparently
person.
a good person as well. Yeah, I did like him in other things. He was in Hunt for Red October. Another one of my favorites was on one of my lists. In the Mouth of Madness, Event Horizon, which I think like six people have seen those two movies, but I did like Sam Neill. He was a very good actor. R.I.P. to him. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you don't. I'm assuming you don't share my
I
opinion on this one.
mean, Lost World's okay, but no, no, I couldn't. I don't even think that's in my top 10 sequels.
Well, we have a very agree to
Different taste.
disagree. uh,
you're fucking wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
Jordan Jordan quits the podcast. Yeah. So anyway, I like it. I think it's darker, and it's cool too. And even I don't know, like the T-Rex kind of running loose in San Diego at the end is pretty cool too. I don't know. I like that, right?
I mean, they still have wonderful weather there. So, I mean, that aside,
I
that
like this
aside,
movie. I don't know. I
you don't
like
have
that
to
it's just
apologize.
more.
I'm never apologizing for any movie I like.
And plus, it's got another rich guy trying to take advantage of people's safety for money, and then he gets, eaten by a shark. Oh, no, I'm sorry, shark. God, I'm thinking about Jaws stuff. He gets eaten by the baby T-Rex at the end. I was like, oh, this is perfect. But
And
anyway, I'll
that's how
leave it
you
there.
know it's fiction.
That's how you know it's fiction. Ba-dum-bum. All right, you're number five. That's
Sp-
enough.
So, my number five, Back to the Future 2.
Wow. Okay,
Back to the Future 2.
that's a great
Now,
choice. First of all, just throw it out
yes,
there.
yeah, I love this movie. I know, again, I'm gonna say the same thing you did. Not that I don't like and love the original Back to the Future, because obviously, well,
One
maybe
of
not
the
obviously,
best movies ever
you
made.
know me, but to everyone else, I love Back to the Future. Back to the Future 2, very fun. I like movies that try to look at what the future may be, because it's fun when you get there to see how absolutely wrong
Well, fashion is
they
usually
were.
where they go the most wrong, right?
But
Usually the clothing,
everything went wrong here. Fashion,
flying
giant
cars.
hollow 3D, flying cars, shoes that lace themselves, safe.
Your
Uh,
jacket is now dry.
yeah, I was gonna say like auto
Drying
drying
mode
jackets,
on.
two ties.
Well,
Uh,
you Bojo, those
but
things don't
they
work
did
on water.
have they did have the video calling, so that was
That
about it.
was,
But
yeah,
then they
I don't
used the
think
fax machine to tell them they were fired. So
I can't. I almost broke into Marty's boss's voice, and then I realized that would have been a bad move. Uh,
yeah, thank you for not.
yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to. It's like I always say
Those
I
are the
don't
whole
do it
world.
right, but it's like you can't. I'll just say this: it's like you can't quote Arnold and just say it in a normal voice, right? You're not imitating an Austrian man and being racist. You can't
Yes.
go, but you can't go. You remember Predator when he says "get to the chopper"? It just doesn't work. You
Yeah.
have to do Arnold's voice, right?
When
Like
he
I can't
said,
do.
I'll be right back,
Yeah, you
and
can't
then
do Marty's.
came right back.
Can't do Marty's boss's voice and
You just
say
don't do it. That's what
McFly,
happens.
you're fired. It just doesn't work. Yeah, I know, but it's still
True.
funny.
But anyway,
So
Back to the Future 2.
yeah, go ahead.
It was just a fun movie. I love this movie. I love all the different things that they added to it. I love
Mom,
the future.
Mom, is that you?
I love yeah. I love I love
I didn't like that
uh
they
the
replaced. Go ahead, go
Crispin
ahead.
Glover.
Yeah, it wasn't him, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I forgot that, but it was whether it was money or he's a weird dude. So I think there was something to it with like his
The
weirdness. That was the reason why he was replaced.
No one has ever. Here's the thing. I mean, I think you know this. If you ask Crispin Glover, Bob Zemeckis, and Bob Gale are the problem. If you ask Bob Zemeckis and Bob Gale, Crispin Glover was the problem. No one is. I mean, it's he said, she said. Um, Everybody's kind of said he's a little strange, but I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think
Generally is.
they didn't want to pay him probably as much as he asked for. Um,
And being a bit character.
like he tried to. No,
And
well,
then
I don't
and
want to.
then
Yeah,
you have Biff, who's basically, I mean,
a
we know who
rapist.
Biff is in the second movie.
Oh,
Uh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we know
Let's
who
not.
Biff is in the second
Yeah.
movie.
Um,
So you got that, you got he's eating shit again, which is always enjoyable when he eats shit. Uh
you do
I,
know
I
that.
wouldn't mind who he's playing also eat shit.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
But
just move on. But so you do know that the movie was supposed to be completely different. They wrote a version of the script with George McFly as a much bigger role in the movie.
oh, they
They
brought it
couldn't
down.
agree, and they had to basically rework the entire thing. But
Basically make him upside down because of his bad back.
do you know this is true? This is true 100%. I did a Universal Studios tour in the 80s as a kid, and they take you on the tram. And I went through the back lot at Universal Studios, and I was on Hill Valley Road. I saw the still standing completely in 100% same screen use shape, right? The Back to the Future 2 set. I was like 5 feet away from
Da,
it.
da,
It was probably one of the
da,
coolest
da, da,
things of
da,
my
da, 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 da.
childhood. And I'm also going to make the argument, and then we'll move on because we're burning way too much time here on Back to the Future. But I'll give you actually another second. But I would argue that in some ways, the first Back to the Future, that George McFly is the main character and not Marty, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
We'll have to talk about that at a later date.
Anything else? The floor is yours. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
Go
no,
back to
no.
Back to the
This
Future
is
too.
love it, love it. Just it's one of my favorite sequels. So
I agree.
top
I
five.
agree. Not Back to the Future 3, but Back to the Future 2. Okay. All right. Number 5. So we are on number 4. I think this might be on your list, but maybe not. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan.
It is not on my list.
Okay. I thought I said 50-50. 1982. This was made on, relatively speaking, a bare bones budget, right? The first one, Star Trek: The Motion Picture, or as some people call it, Star Trek: The Slow Movie, Slow Motion Picture. Um,
With that 15-hour shot of the USS Enterprise.
well, I think they, and I'm not kidding, I think they spent something like 10% of the budget making that model, so that they were like, we're gonna get our money's worth. Well, so Star Wars was a big hit, obviously. And then they said, "Oh, look, there's money to be made in the science fiction thing." And then they spent an absurd amount of money on the motion picture. It did.
Ricardo Montalban.
It didn't make enough money to justify it. Um, and they said, "Listen, all right." They went to somebody else. This guy Nicholas Meyer, right? And they said, "Can you make this movie?" Harv Bennett, another guy, right, was involved. And they said, "We'll let you make a movie, but you're going to make it at like a quarter of the budget. You got to reuse models and." Oh, here's how
I,
low budget it was.
I hate you, Kirk, and your chair made of rich Corinthian leather.
Rich Corinthian leather. I mean, you've seen Star Trek too many times, not
I
like,
have seen
okay.
Star Trek too. Yes.
You do remember the very beginning of the movie where they're having the simulation where you think everybody dies, right?
Yes.
Doing the Kobayashi Maru test, right?
Yes,
And then
yes.
okay. So there's a scene in that where on the screen on the bridge, right, you see like Klingon ships coming and then they attack them, right? And they all die in quotes.
Yeah.
That footage where there's 3 Klingon ships coming in, it's actually a complete reuse of the footage at the very beginning of the motion picture where they're going into like that cloud. It's the exact same shot. They
Oh,
recycled
nice.
it. Yeah,
Nice.
that's how low budget it was. If you don't have an
Perfect.
observant eye. So anyway, but this movie saved the franchise because they were basically done. They said, we'll give you whatever it was, like a quarter of the budget, a third of the budget. We're not giving you anything more, not a cent more. And then this movie turned out to be, I mean, a
And they
massive
spent it
hit.
all on Ricardo Montalban.
Ricardo Montalban is the movie. I mean, let's be serious.
He is. He chews up scenery every time he's on camera.
He quotes Moby Dick, and it's not cheesy either.
No. And that chest. Oh,
Supposedly that was his real chest. That's not a joke. The story has been said that was his
listen,
real.
good for him.
He
Good for
was like
him.
60, man.
Listen, if I'm 6 years old and I have a chest like that, you will have a hard time putting a shirt on me.
Even when I
I'll be
was in
walking
my,
around topless constantly.
it makes me think my favorite joke was like when they are on Steady Office 6 and Chekhov and I forget the other guy. The other guy, he's not like a main character. A guy comes down with him and he says, "I never forget a face." It's like,
I never forget a
especially one
face
I've never seen before.
Yeah, yeah.
I never forget a face I've never seen before. Mr. Chekhov. I wonder if they told him to read the lines that way. He's like, "Can you just say it?" He's like,
This is the way I talk. Okay, well,
"Why
let's keep
are you
going.
here?"
Well, can you maybe not
Why?
do it like this? Like, listen, we can only do 2 shots for this guy. We are really tight on budget here. Like, all right, just keep
It's
doing it the same way.
I I think it's the best. I think it's of the original cast. I think it's the best Star Trek movie. I think.
Uh,
Well, I don't know. Maybe 2 and 3. I think of 2 and 3 as one movie that they just broke up into 2 parts because it literally one starts and one ends and the next one starts, right?
yes. Yeah,
But all right.
that's
Anything
good.
you want to say about Star Trek 2? You have anything to add here?
No, no, I think I've said my piece.
All right.
I didn't yell, so I'm proud of myself.
Well, it's not you disagree with me on that one, but okay.
No, no.
Floor is back to you. Number 4. What do you have?
Floor's back to me. I'm gonna start losing you. Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and
I don't think I've seen it.
with Doctor Octopus,
Oh yeah,
Alfred
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Molina,
Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I
the
have seen it. I'm
Fiddler
sorry.
on the Roof as Doctor Octopus. What I love about that now, so Spider-Man's my favorite hero, favorite superhero.
Really?
Um,
Over Batman?
yeah, well, actually, I would say so. Growing up, my first superhero was Superman.
Okay.
Then I got a little bit older, and it was Batman. and then I got a little bit older, and then it was Spider-Man. And I've loved Spider-Man forever. I still love Batman and Superman, but Spider-Man was my big hero. Got really into Marvel comics, and I remember seeing the first movie, loved it, loved it, loved it. It's fantastic, everything I wanted. The second one came out, and what I loved about the second one right off the bat is you get rid of the need to talk about how he became Spider-Man, and you just kind of get to go into the. It's like all the Batman movies have to show his parents getting
That's
killed. It's like
basically every
just do
sequel,
it,
really, though. But
just
yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah.
So the thing I love so much about this is, just get right into the action. Doc Ock is a great villain, great origin story.
Oh, you guys are on
Um,
that level. You don't call him Doctor Octopus. You're just on the
I call him
Doc
Otto.
Ock. Go
I
ahead, go
call
ahead.
him
Sorry, sorry.
Otto.
Yes, you
He's,
go right.
he's
Yeah, he's a great villain. Go ahead. Sorry.
gets right into it. And and from there it's a fun movie. Um, Peter loses his powers. They do a couple of shots that are iconic to old comic book covers. And it's a it doesn't really waste.
Was
There's
it
no
Sam
wasted.
Raimi direct this one
It
too?
was Sam Raimi. I'm not a huge Sam Raimi fan. I don't
But he
like a
did.
lot of the way he does directions, but yeah,
Yeah, he did.
he was
Did he do all
he was
three?
one, two. He did all
Okay,
three.
that's what I thought.
Um, but yeah, two is just I think it's the best of the bunch. It's a lot of fun. It's very cool. Obviously, they got better at what they were doing for Spider-Man in the second one.
But I feel like it gets
Um,
some. I got to take some points away for not having Willem Dafoe. I mean, Willem Dafoe makes anything better.
he does show up. He does
Oh,
show up, but
Peter.
he shows up with when Harry's going through his difficulties with Spider-Man because he still
You,
believes
it's,
Spider-Man
I'm sorry.
killed his father.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go off the rails here. When you say his difficulties, I don't know why. It probably says more about me than anything else. But you make it sound like he has erectile dysfunction. It's
Yeah,
just
Harry was having a hard time.
he's having,
He
he's
couldn't get it
having
up.
difficulties. I'm sorry.
He couldn't perform.
He couldn't.
But anyway, Spider-Man 2, I think many people consider this like one of the greatest like superhero sequels, but I love this movie. I haven't seen it in forever, but I would love to see it again. Maybe
I
show my kids.
Are they?
But
Have they seen any Spider-Man movies? Or
and
I
see,
feel like we've talked about this, but I
my
forget.
yeah, my eldest only wants to see the new stuff, so it's nearly impossible to get her to watch
Yeah,
anything old.
yeah, 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 yeah. Well,
But
you got
maybe
to
one
bribe
day.
him.
I got two other ones. I can work on them.
Yeah,
She might be a lost cause.
there's still hope. Yeah, I mean, I have seen it. I thought for a second I didn't, but then as soon as you said Alfred Molina of Raiders of the Lost Ark fame, I remember that I did see it. I just don't really remember. I
Uh,
Senor,
Hand me the
adios,
whip.
senor. Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip. All right. Anything else you want to add about
No, Spidey
um,
too.
Spidey
Oh,
2?
and the great scene in the on the subway. Fantastic fight choreography. This was a great scene on the subway. But anyway,
I
that
always
was
thought
it.
you were a Batman guy. But all right, all right. Number four. All right. So my number three, correct? Yes. This is the one that I think we're both going to have. So we'll probably wind up spending more time on this, but I'll be shocked. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire, yes.
Is it
Empire's on mine.
okay? Same spot.
Not same spot.
1980. I was like, it was I mean, in the truest sense, it can be because now it's like a franchise. But at that point, it was the only sequel. It was Star Wars, right?
Yes,
A New Hope.
yes.
This was the only. It was just a
And
sequel.
it only came to be because right of the success of Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars pretty much wraps itself up pretty nicely. I don't know if Star Wars wasn't a big thing if Empire Strike Back would have came in.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I
I
was gonna
think
say
you.
I don't know whether or not Empire Strikes Back would have existed if Star Wars A
Oh,
New
I think
Hope
I'll listen
wasn't
back to it
as
later.
big
But I think
as
you
it
said it the other
was.
way. I think you said Star Wars when it have been. Maybe I heard it wrong.
Maybe it's
Uh,
possible. I'm old.
I
We're
think.
old.
Well, yeah, we are middle age. Yes. Which tracks. I don't think it's really even an argument, but I think it's by far the darkest of the original trilogy. I really don't think that's
I
argument.
mean, yes. I mean,
I mean, it's
yes.
it's basically the Empire, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi are basically Act One, Act Two, and Act Three, right? This is the conflict, right?
Everyone's down.
Yeah, what's the problem, right? How's it going to be resolved heading into the third act? I mean, I will say this: I don't of the original three, I think this one looks the least dated. In fact, I'd say it's the only one of the original three that doesn't look dated. I think it's still from two perspectives: the physical way it was made, the camera, the actual way it was filmed, right? The way they executed it. but also the costumes and the settings. It just, I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia. Maybe it is,
It
but
might be nostalgia. I mean,
it looks
Yoda
great. It
looks,
looks
it
great.
does look, listen, I love this fucking movie. It's higher
Yoda's
on my list.
Yoda looks amazing in this
He
movie,
does, but he looks like a puppet. But yes,
but he occupies physical space, but he doesn't.
he does. And he hits R2D2 in the head
Mine,
with
mine,
his cane.
mine.
Ah, give it back. Ah,
Not
ah,
far.
duh.
Yoda, not far.
Yoda, take him
Good
to my
food,
will.
yes. Take you to him, I will.
The
But
only
first,
the only thing
Luke is pretty
about this
rude about
movie,
the food that he made for him. But go
he's
ahead, yeah.
very rude. The only thing I have about the complaint I have about this movie is I never in my
Tread
entire
carefully
life
here. Tread carefully, but yes.
understood how much time he spends with Yoda because the way the movie works in parallel,
Oh, I know where. Yeah, yeah,
Han and
yeah.
Leia and Chewie and
It's like
C-3PO are
like three
dealing with the
days.
the worm and they get it. So
Yeah,
and then they end up on Cloud City. And
yeah,
meanwhile, Luke is doing these backflips and he's already ready to go into the weird cave of
yeah.
wonders. And it seems like he's been there for forever. And then they've been
This
there for
deal is
like
getting
they've been
worse
like,
every time, all the time.
yes. Meanwhile, they've been there, they've been like, listen, this is but we've been escaping for about 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah,
We're here in Cloud City, where Leia belongs because she belongs among the
you
clouds.
truly believe.
So, so I never understood. Now maybe it's the kind
Lando
of thing where it's
Calrissian
like,
is the smoothest motherfucker in the galaxy.
holy, he
I
can
don't
get my
care what anybody
panties
says.
off.
He's
He
he is
comes
the
in with that cape, and
coolest.
I'm like, listen, I am not into this, but I'm kind of into this.
I will tell you that quick aside here, and then we're gonna get back on track. To your one
I
complaint.
can't. I'm sweating.
Donald, the only single thing I liked about Solo was Donald Glover had this. I mean, he's not.
He
Um,
had it
he had the
down,
charisma. He had the charisma, dude.
down,
Charisma. I
down.
was like, this is awesome. Not Danny Glover. I'm thinking of the. Oh God,
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. I'm sorry, the Glover name.
Danny Glover
Donald
is
Glover.
way too
Yes,
old for
yes,
this
yes.
shit.
Donald Glover. Excuse me. Donald Glover. Did a great job as
A
Lando
fantastic
Calrissian.
job. I like Solo, but we can talk about that another day.
Yeah, not right now. But yes, what were we saying was your complaint over about the movie? I
It's not
forget.
really a complaint because it doesn't bother me, and I'll still watch it. Is I didn't understand the time. Like, how long was Luke there? How long were they
You just have to
escaping?
just it's irrelevant. You just have to
You can
just
kind
go
of
with it.
argue that, like, well, it's space travel. So for all we know, they've just cut things up and they've been traveling for like a month.
Yeah, yeah. I think the movie
That's
looks
it.
I can't think of a scene in the movie that looks like the whole nothing looks dated. The costumes don't look because they're just I don't know.
It
The
probably doesn't
Star
look
Wars
dated because they're not in a very 70s
right,
thing.
but
Like
Star
Cloud
Wars
City
looks
doesn't look,
70s.
Star Wars is
I
all
see nothing but
70s.
70s in
The
Star
shared
Wars.
carpet everywhere.
And the hair in Return of the Jedi screams 80s. This one looks
Yes.
I don't know, it doesn't look dated to me.
No, I love it. Love it.
And
I have it
I
higher.
I
So
hate the. There you go. I'm sorry. We'll come
love
back.
this movie.
Okay. So you're number three.
My number three, another superhero movie, The Dark Knight.
Okay.
So there you go.
Oh,
You were just saying about
that was this close to being on my list. It
this
was on there.
movie is so good, and I love the scene where Heath Ledger's Joker snaps the pool cue in half.
We're
He's
having
like,
tryouts.
the-
Make it quick. Ta-da!
so what when he
Yeah, I know.
pops the guys, yes, with the pencil in his eyes, like lots of expansion, room for growth,
No, it was aggressive expansion, wasn't it?
aggressive expansion. Um, the way he slides down the money, like he's just so he is the first. We talked about Jack Nicholson's Joker,
Yeah.
the gangster.
I think it was way back in
He
episode
this
two, but yeah.
and Heath Ledger's Joker is so dangerous feeling. Like you do
Yeah.
not know what he's gonna do at any point. The why so serious? I mean, that just took over an entire summer. People were saying why so serious.
Oh,
I
God damn.
mean, they still do.
Somebody still is
Um,
somewhere. And they're
somebody
like
still is.
rolling their eyes. It's the same
Yeah,
people who are still saying, it's the same people who are
I'm
still
Rick
going,
James, bitch.
what's that?
Oh, or I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. 20 years later. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it's such a good movie. It obviously the first one you have to get through the how he became
I
Batman
like
and the
origin
fighting.
stories. I don't find it
But I
slow.
get tired after a while of like how many times can I see the same thing happen?
Well, then you just
Now,
stop rebooting movies, I guess.
but that'd be nice. But I will say the Pattinson Batman movie, I don't recall if I'm recalling correctly, didn't really go into that detail, but that's besides the point. Um, long story short, I think this movie is the best of the three Nolan Batman movies. Um,
I don't
I
like the third one at all. Um, at all. I don't. It's just I don't. It's just I'm indifferent to it. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't. I just don't care.
It's the weakest of the three.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I mean, to talk about how long does something take? I think he dealt from a broken back in a handful of
Yeah.
days, climbed out of a cave, and then flew back to Gotham in time to stop Bane. But that's beside the point. The Dark Knight, I think, is the best of the Nolan trilogy. It's fantastic. It did do a disservice to at some point. The only thing I'll say about Nolan's Batman and The Dark Knight
Yeah.
is it did make people in Hollywood feel like every superhero movie had to be dark, which hopefully we're out of that. But
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, Batman Begins is pretty dark.
yeah, but The Dark Knight, I mean that one was
I think that was.
Two-Face
I think
and
that was the peak
Joker
of
and
the dark movies, to be honest with you, of
yes.
superhero movies. Because I mean, I think you could make the argument that the '89 Batman started the trend of dark superhero
Yeah,
movies.
but I meant like gritty. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
you know, like oh, everything has to be dark and gritty.
Like actually gritty on the screen or just like
Yes,
toned,
yes.
like
And then
actual.
Zack Snyder showed up. Okay, no, but
We went like 2 months.
I was so
I
upset I didn't make a Snyder comment about Jaws.
I
But
God, I do think that I want to preface this by saying I do think The Dark Knight is a great movie. I think Heath Ledger did a great job. I do think it's not its fault, but I do think it benefits from benefits from two things. One, it doesn't have people. I'm impatient. I don't want. It doesn't. It can start out right, boom, right out of the gate, right. You don't have to set the tables
yes,
at anything. That helps it. It's not its fault. That's just the nature of sequels, right? It benefits from that. And again, nobody else's fault, but it had that mystique, that aura of like, oh, he died. It's his last role. It's epic. Like it, I think that
yes,
did give
that
it
did help. That did help.
subconsciously make people revere it a little more than I think they
But
might have. I
but
think
the good thing is, I mean, it's not like you
if
know,
his
it
next
was his
movie was
last
11
role.
Things I Hate About You, do you think people would have been acted like it was the greatest movie that ever came out? Or you think I think
No,
people would
but I
have loved it,
mean,
but I don't think it would have been as popular. I'm just saying that.
ro- I don't know. Maybe,
It's a
maybe. But
podcast.
it
We can
definitely
debate whatever we want.
did it did it benefit from it? It didn't hurt,
No,
but I
no,
think
no.
it was an excellent movie
I love it. It's a
without
great
that.
movie. I
So there you go.
and I'll leave it at this. I'll just say this and then we'll move on. At the end where Bruce Wayne finds out that oh my God.
Wait, is
Uh
Bruce Wayne Batman?
yeah, Rachel and what's the other oh my God, what's her Harvey. Rachel and Harvey are
Harvey.
both in
Yeah.
different spots.
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, please go get Harvey. Please go get Harvey.
Like, why'd you jump out the window for her?
Why it's Maggie? Maggie,
Will
I'm
they, won't
sorry.
they?
I'm
Will
sorry,
they,
Maggie.
won't
I know
they?
you're listening, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we love you, Maggie. Thanks for being a supporter.
I was like, I was so happy when Harvey was there. I was like, oh, thank God. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll move on. My number two.
No, no, not me. Okay, you're number two.
Harvey. No, take care of my little girl. Okay, my number two. I think this might be on our list too. Terminator 2.
Yes.
Oh God, our last couple ones here are gonna be the same one.
Uh,
Terminator 2, 1991. Did we do a podcast about Terminator 2?
we did. I still don't know. Now I'm like, what the hell could you have at number one? I
You
think, you know what? I think I know now that I
don't.
said that out loud.
Yeah, I mean the biggest movie in 1991. I don't know what to say because we did a whole podcast about this, but again, I'm reiterating something we already talked about. But the twist at the time, I mean now it's not, but at the time, Arnold's the good guy was fucking mind blowing, right? It was an amazing, ingenious move to flip it that way.
This movie did everything. Just Terminator, the first Terminator was a good movie. This movie was just, I mean,
It was
fucking
everything was
fantastic.
bigger and better, but in a good way. I mean, now bigger and better is almost
Yes,
like an insult, right? Like, oh, bigger and better. Ugh, it's just
bigger,
excess.
better, more intricate story, bigger explosions, bigger stakes, more CGI, and I mean that the effects are okay. We talked about this before, but and it's your number two. But
Yo, no, 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 no. I mean, like I said, I don't have too much to add because we did do a whole episode about this, but
yeah,
I mean, I love it. It's a great movie. Yeah, I would say just listen to our Terminator 2
yeah,
podcast because there's nothing for me to add here. But I love this movie. Financially a hit. This is probably the peak of Arnold. I mean, I don't think he ever topped this movie in
well,
general, let
Last
alone the
Action
sequel.
Hero, I think they're definitely
Last
top.
Action Hero is actually a
Not bad.
misunderstood movie. It really isn't bad.
Yes,
It's basically
I
him mocking
agree.
himself. But anyway, I digress. I'll let you go number your two because yeah, we've already talked
Number
about
two,
Terminator
Empire Strikes Back.
2. Tell me
What?
more. Tell me
Tell
more,
me
Jordan.
more. Well,
Was that the
here's
one with
about this
Yoda?
one.
How does it look? Does it
Yes,
look dated?
Yoda. Well, there's some
He's a
scenes. I
puppet,
was
right? Is he a puppet in this one?
He's voiced by Miss Piggy, um, which actually is true. I do love that the fact that
Uh,
Yoda and Miss Piggy are done by the same man.
this is the
Um,
darkest one of the original trilogy, right?
that's what people tell me. Luke, his hand gets cut off. They cut his hand off. They cut his
Wasn't
right
Lando
hand
in this
off.
one and he was really smooth? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Say what you want
but
about this
after he
movie.
got his hand cut off, he called it the Stranger because it didn't. Okay. Well, um,
You know, it's fine. You take two
you
Excedrin
sit on
PM.
your so
Yeah, keep going,
so.
please.
What I'm trying to say
Jordan,
here.
I don't get it. What do you mean? Why would you sit on your hand like that? You always used to come out of your room and tell me your hand was numb. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I thought
Oh
you had a
God.
vascular problem, but
What are you
I think you
doing?
were
You
just
sent you
sitting
to
on your
so many
hand.
doctors.
Is
Um, so
your right forearm was so much bigger than your
I
left.
don't I don't know. I mean, I don't
All
know
right.
what else to say about this movie.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Darth
I'm sorry. Empire Strikes Back.
Darth, Darth Vader, I think
Came
even
down from, is
more.
that the one he came down from planet Vulcan and told Marty that George, if he didn't ask Lorraine to the dance, that he'd melt his brain? Or am I just
Yes.
crossing?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Darth Vader. Go ahead.
We're crossing the streams here. Darth
Yes.
Vader in
That's
this,
that's bad. Important safety tip. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So, in the first movie, Darth Vader is menacing, but not to the degree that you get to see him
No.
in Empire as he's just wailing on Luke as he's desperately trying to fend off all of his attacks as he's that just not only is he hitting him with his lightsaber, he's just throwing shit at him like
Yes.
random he's just
Yes.
ripping things off. Like that could have been important. You don't know. But he's ripping off
They're still paying
coils
that
and
off.
stuff. They
They
are.
just at least that, man. I have 3 more years.
Come on, man. I won Cloud City in a card game. I don't have this extra money. Um, rest in peace, Lobot. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean, we've already talked about it, but it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies, period.
It's
Um,
it's my top. It's my top two. I don't want to
but
say it my first
maybe
one is
one
because
day
you probably won't talk to me anymore if I tell you my favorite. But
your favorite is Return of the Jedi. Oh no,
no,
sorry, Attack of the Clones.
no,
That's your. But anyway, we already
no.
know what your favorite
Yeah,
is. I
we
do.
won't talk
But
about
anyway,
that. Okay, Empire Strikes Back. All right, do we go to my number one here?
go to your yeah, go to your
I
number one.
think
So
we're
you
gonna
know
go
what
over
my
here,
number one
FYI,
is.
but that's okay. We won't be long. All right, my number one. Do you want to guess what it is? I'll see if you're right because you said you thought you
Yes,
knew. Guess.
my guess is Aliens.
It is. Look at you. You did
Yes.
get it right. Aliens from 1986. Another back-to-back James Cameron movies on my list.
Game over, man.
Game.
Game over.
John is listening. I know John is listening.
I
John is
use
out
that
there.
line all the time.
We just saw this movie. I went all the way out to Pennsylvania. I drove 60 miles to go see it. They had an actual 40-year-old 35 millimeter print of this movie. It was sold out. So it wasn't just me and like two other nerds. There was over 100 people there. It was amazing. I've never seen the movies because I was five, but it was amazing. I love this movie. The soundtrack, James Horner, and it has one of the greatest female action heroes. I mean, she's more than an action hero, right? It's more than that, but one of the biggest badass females on screen, Sigourney
Was
Weaver
it that
playing.
one woman with the buzz cut?
That's you think of Lori
One of the
Petty, I think.
Marines? No, no, there was one of the
Oh,
Marines.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane.
No, no, in the movie. One of the
Oh, oh,
Marines in the
oh, oh,
movie.
oh. Well, there was Vasquez, who is Jeanette Goldstein playing actual brown face.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
a
no.
short Jewish woman playing a Latina woman with it. But anyway, that's neither here nor
Hollywood
there.
man.
Yeah, it's 1986. We let it go. But I think it has one of the great things going for it is that a lot of these movies where kind of the cast gets picked off, one by one early on in the movie, you kind of don't typically give a shit. It's like I don't care. I know you. I knew you for 5 minutes. I don't care.
Yes.
You care about the cast in this movie. it's just a phenomenal movie. Everything about it is perfect. I was obsessed with the movie as a kid. I had these construction blocks, plastic things that I built like a pulse rifle out of, and like a smart gun. I don't know. I still have figures and stuff like that. I think it's his. I don't know. I'd almost say it's his best movie. James Cameron's best movie. I don't know. I had it number one, so I'd put it over Terminator 2. But I guess
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I don't know. How do you how do
I
you
mean,
how do you
spoiler
argue?
alert, my number one was Terminator 2, so I'll just throw that out there.
Like I said, I love this movie. Very different than Alien. Alien is kind of a like a horror movie in space. This is
Alien
like
is
a
horror, claustrophobic. It gives very much like Die Hard with Alien vibes, where you just can't get out of this one place. It's so,
I
or maybe
just
Die Hard is Aliens, but with
I
Hans Gruber's.
I just saw a thing online the other day. Somebody saying like from the alien's perspective, he's John McClane and all the other people are terrorists. They're all trying to hunt him. He's just trying to get out.
Yeah, he
Uh,
just is here to see his wife.
but this is just there's a funny story about how and then I'll push it back to you here, but how James Cameron wanted to wrote the script, pitched it. Fox signed off on it, and then basically they told him afterwards that he thought that Sigourney Weaver already agreed to be in the movie, and then they told him after he signed off, she's like, "Oh, we didn't even talk to her yet." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, we don't need her." He's like, "The whole script is centered around her."
We'll
uh,
just
yeah, so
place
he
her.
basically said like, He disappeared. Like, I'm going on vacation. I'm going away for like a month. If you don't have her in the can, like, I'm not doing it. The movie's over. So they had to go and offer her, which at the time in 1986 they offered her $1 million to make this movie, which was
Very nice of them.
unheard of for
Yes, well, for
yeah.
a woman
Well,
or just
for
in general.
she wasn't
Huh.
that big of a star. Yeah, I mean for a lot of things, right? But anyway, I love this movie. I don't know what else
Another
to say about it.
badass female character from
Yes,
James Cameron.
James Cameron is a massive fan of strong female leads, which I think we need more of, but that's another conversation. But
Yes, I'm
anyway,
I'm a big fan of this movie
I love it too. Yeah, I am a overall massive James Cameron fan, so as you are as well. So
and a big Aliens fan. I
I
do remember. I do remember that.
I
A
have
big fan of
seen
Aliens and Alien.
I have seen every single one in the movies. So Alien, Aliens, now Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, unfortunately, Alien vs Predator, Alien vs Predator 2, Prometheus. I've seen all of them in the movies, so
Romulus was good. I just saw that not that long ago. That was pretty cool.
it
I
was cool.
thought I
Yes.
thought that brought it back
Did
to
did you see Alien Earth?
yes,
Yeah.
really good,
Yeah.
really good show.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
excited that they're bringing the sequel to it. Not
I
a sequel, but their second season.
yes, 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 yes. I plus I again I will forever express my love for Timothy Olyphant. He's an amazing actor. I loved him in that show.
He was so good.
So good. So good. He's just curious. He's just such a
Yeah,
great
he's usually really good with he's expressive and
yeah.
he's dynamic and he's like
Well,
really
he has charisma
engaging.
because he has charisma
Yes,
out
he
the
has charisma.
ass.
And then you have him in this scene and it's like in this scene, in this
Yes,
show,
series.
and
Yeah.
he's so uh robotic.
Yes.
Well, for obvious
Yes.
reasons.
And androtic. I don't
Spoiler alert.
know.
Uh
Androidic.
yes, such a
Um,
good show.
yeah, I love it. But yes, anyway, I'm sorry. So yes, your number one is
My number one is Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. Tell me,
I
was this a
still
big
think
movie?
it was an indie flick
We should do
that
an episode
really
about this
it
movie.
really it really picked up word of mouth. It did a lot better once it finally released on
It was like
VHS
the
and it
Blair
finally
Witch
found its
Project.
audience. And once it found its audience, it really took off.
Where were you when you first saw this movie, Jordan?
I feel like
Do you
I'm
have any
having
favorite
deja vu
scenes?
for a second. Where was I with my grandmother in Brooklyn?
Jordan, I don't understand. The guy, he's solid,
Why
but
is it on for so
he turns
long?
into liquid. I don't understand. Does
She's
he
my
melt?
grandma
I'm
was
so
a
curious.
she was always game for like she would have done anything, watch any movie, whatever. I remember that one time, since we've already talked about Terminator 2, I will say that I
Yeah.
wanted to see the movie Basketball. And my mother
I thought you were
drove
gonna say
me,
Basic Instinct. I was like, please
right.
tell me you didn't watch
We went
Basic
my
Instinct.
my mother drove my friend and I to go see Basketball, and they're like, "It's rated R, we're not gonna let you in."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh crap." And my grandma's like, "I'll go with them." And I watched Basketball with my friend and my grandmother. And the worst part was is that there would be scenes that were completely
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
and I would look over and she is laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God. Grandma, why are you laughing at
Yeah,
that? Scene with a vibrator. Oh
yeah, well,
God,
yeah, because you just realized she understands.
she understands everything.
No, please, God, no.
So, so yes, I saw Terminator 2 with my grandma. I know I mentioned it before. She hated how long it was. She like had her jacket on like an hour and a half into it, not realizing there was like another hour
I
left.
get it. He's a kid. They're trying to kill him. Can we get on with it already?
Just they thought they killed him with the
Yeah,
liquid
the
nitrogen, and he comes
helicopter
back.
chase. Oh, he never dies.
This guy,
This Arnold
anyway,
seems like a nice boy. I hope he raises the boy.
he's the
Like it,
father he could have had. But anyway, yeah, I think this movie does everything that you expect or want or hope for in a sequel, that it takes the first movie and it just builds on it and does it bigger, like bigger, better,
but not in
more of a
the yeah.
spectacle, but not in a bloated, disgusting, like we didn't need 17 villains in this kind of way.
I think
I
it's
think,
bigger and better from the perspective of not just doing these things bigger and better just because they have more money, but I think because they did the first one, he became a better filmmaker, he became a better writer, people became better actors, right? And they realized, oh, we can just do more, right? It's just I didn't,
yes,
we,
yes,
we 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 can make it better because we're just better at our craft, if you will, right? Rather than just like let's just make it bloated just because we have the money.
yeah, like Batman versus Superman.
Who directed that one again? Can you remind me, please?
Uh,
That was the
Probably
Coen brothers, right?
the greatest living director right now, Zack Snyder.
Tell me more.
If you haven't already seen it, highly suggest the 7 hour black and white version of Justice League that is
Oh my
available on
God.
Netflix.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen a Zack Snyder movie. And I'll
You might have.
probably no, no. You don't know what I watch. I watch really what
Haven't.
was it? Yeah, you're talking about yeah, well, whatever. The last movie I saw in the movies was a 40-year-old science fiction movie called Aliens.
Yes,
I don't really
but
see I
anyway,
don't yeah. All right, so
that's
we have lost the thread completely here. That's what happens when we have like three of the same movies on our list. But yes, Terminator 2 is awesome.
we love it.
I still think deep down I prefer one because it's just so bleak, but Terminator 1 is amazing.
So depressing.
But that's why I don't know, whatever. All right. Anything else you want to say about here, I'll throw this out there since we have a second. Any honorable mentions?
Yes, I will throw out one honorable mention. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. That
Okay.
I know that that's it. I know you and
Yes,
I
yes,
used
yes.
to hate Lord of the Rings. I finally got into it, and then I like devoured every bit that I could. Um, but
I
The
just
Two
remember our
Towers,
coworker whose name I can't. Oh, never mind.
we won't we
Yeah,
won't mention.
I'll say his first name because no one's gonna know. But Josh was like, "You just don't
Yes,
understand it." You're like, "No, I just don't like it."
and you know what? And for the
For an
longest time,
hour, for an hour. Him telling you
yes.
were an idiot who just didn't understand it, and you telling him, "No, I understand it. I just don't like it." And then
And then
you
I don't know what
would,
happened, and then
you,
he was now he can say he was right, and I was wrong.
Josh, if you're out there listening, and then you would just throw it back in his face by doing like medieval speak. You would just do the
Well,
Lord
because
of
all the
the Ring of the Fire up the mountain.
yes,
That
yes,
was I don't. I'm not saying really because that's what you would do. You would just say gibberish and
yes,
just like
yes. I would say, oh, we have to go to Melanganask.
the quest to get
The quest.
the fire,
You have you
which
have
of
the
course made
cloak
him
of
angrier.
Lavar Malath. Yes, it's all ridiculous, but the Two Towers is such now that I've gone over to the dark side, I suppose.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
that battle of Helm's Deep is just so fucking good. It's just so good.
I've never seen it, so I can't anything to this
Uh,
conversation.
yeah, that's my any. But what about you? Any honorable
Caddyshack
mentions?
2, obviously.
Caddyshack.
Keep your eye on the fruit. I'd probably just say The Dark Knight, just because that was like back and forth, hemmed and hawed if I wanted to throw it on there and I didn't. So, or that, or Batman Returns was another one that I toyed with. Um, that
Was
just didn't end up being on the list.
yeah, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, I didn't. That probably should have been on my list. I love that movie. Yeah, Bogus Journey is a great movie. It's somehow dark, but in a fun way. Like it's not. It is dark. I mean, they literally get killed. I mean, spoiler alert, right?
What? No. And they're
What?
replaced with bogus robot
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's.
It's dark, but it's still hilarious. I don't. I
Well,
think it's a
because you
better.
can play Death and Twister. and Connect Four.
I believe Colonel Mustard did it in Study with the Candlestick. Um, yeah, that should have been on my list. Sorry, Jurassic World, Lost World, whatever. All right, that's all that I had. Anything else you want to
Yeah.
add here before we end this bloated episode?
No, no, I'm satisfied. I got to make my piece for the top five, and I got to make fun of Zack Snyder, so I'm good.
Yeah, well, yeah, I multiple times. All right, we we're just gonna call this here. Thank you everybody for listening. We did get a couple of new listeners, so thank you to those people. Please follow, like, and subscribe. The website where you can access all of our episodes is movies, music, and middleage.com. YouTube is on there, Apple, Spotify, Patreon. Jordan has been doing amazing TikToks. Please, I don't have TikTok because I hate it, but I know it's it's necessary in 2026. So
I'm gonna have a
please,
special guest star this
are
week
you?
on my
Are you?
TikTok.
Oh my God. Okay, I won't say anything. If anybody's out there and they have any recommend, I mean, we have plenty, but we just like to hear your comments. If there's anything that you want us to jump the list here and do an episode, please let us know. We'll
Yeah,
definitely,
please, definitely.
if enough people are interested, we'll
We'll
take it
do
into account.
anything. Just listen.
Until they until they just like do a whole episode dedicated to Zack Snyder. Yeah,
I'll
anything you
do
want to
it.
hear, please recommend it, throw a comment in. We'll definitely add it to our list and we'll consider doing it as long as it's not Caddyshack 2, because that's a horrible movie. But anything else before we wrap up here on our good journey, Mr. Jordan?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Bye.